music industry, that whole conversation about the gatekeeper drill, you know, the rituals, things people got to do, blood sacrifice thing. You know, I don't know if you got into all that, but can you kind of go there, being as though you were in the belly of the beast in the music industry?
I've read about all of that, and I only can say my truth, and you would think that with the height of success that I had and the things I was able to do, the amount of records I sold, and actually the amount of I don't want to say political power, but the amount of social power that I was able to achieve, you would think that I would be a prime candidate for so we could say, we could call it something, to be a member of the Illuminati or a member of the elite society or whatever. You would think that that they would come at me, and I think they did it sideways though. Nobody never got at me directly and said, "We want you to join us, and we're doing this." That's never happened. But I will tell you, I've had this come at me on some weird, like on some gay. I've had come at me on some, "Oh, you should do this," and I was like, "What? Would I do that?" That made no sense. I view that as being inhuman. I view that as I would never do that. So, and then right when there was some things that I was trying to do that I felt were important, things that I felt would help other people, shit started happening to me. Went to jail, got convicted. Well, not necessarily convicted, but because I didn't do no real time, but it started happening, you know. And I didn't even address it really, because who the fuck, when you know, and when you're a celebrity, bro, when something happens, whether it's true or it's not true, once it's been said, for most people it's true, because people don't do research to find out if something is true about a person or not. Whatever they hear, they deem it to be truth. So I didn't go hard on, "Oh, I didn't do that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that." That never happened. I just let it die down, continued on my life. Also, I'm at a point right now in my life where there's a lot of shit I know that I want to tell people. It's a lot of things that I want to teach, but I'm afraid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm scared because I got 4 grandchildren, and I got children that are in this world. I got people I care about, and I got people that I care about that don't necessarily believe what I believe.
Yeah,
and I'm not. I have no fear of death, and I think that those that would oppose my beliefs, they've probably done enough. If somebody's after me, or if somebody's watching me, then they know enough about me to know that I have no fear of
you've
death.
heard it from the man himself, the legend, in an interview that was actually published by the podcast of Hip Hop Uncensored. Just a few months ago, he came out and said he doesn't fear death, he doesn't fear anyone, despite the fact that many people were against him. Haters were actually after him, sending him so many messages, sending him so many unrelated and unwanted emails, spamming his email box with unwanted emails. He came out and said he knows that the people who were against him were because they were against his words, they were against his ideas and beliefs. This is a man who had strong independent ideas. Remember, he's coming from the 80s, the 70s, and the 90s, where people used to be staunch and actually very, very much bent towards their ideas. So in this moment in time, we are seeing so many stars also still coming out, including the lady Michelle Pfeiffer and Snoop Dogg, who have been paying tributes to the US rapper Coolio, a legend whom we've lost very young at the age of 59. Reminding you back, he was found unresponsive on the bathroom floor of a friend's Los Angeles, and these reports were actually confirmed by the manager Jerez Posey, who told a couple of US media. Coolio, whose real name was born artist Leon Evie Jr. He's a legend actually, whom you always remember that he won a very unprecedented Grammy Award in the 1995 track Gangsta Paradise, which you'll love, actually, which even led the soundtrack to the film Dangerous Minds, as we all know. Pfeiffer, the lady who acted actually on that movie, and where starred the legend in that movie, said she was really very much heartbroken because this is a movie that was actually sold because of that soundtrack of Gangsta Paradise. Pfeiffer actually continued and said she was really very much devastated and heartbroken because the news of the passing of the legend was really unexpected, and it even stung deep in her heart. The exact cause of death in this moment in time, as I earlier told you in the couple of videos that I've been making, you look up there, the exact cause of death is not known yet in this moment in time. However, very many people are still coming out and say that the cause of death has been heart attack or a cardiac arrest, although very many people still doubt that it was really a cardiac arrest. So very many people are still coming out to pay their tributes to the legend Coolio. The manager of Trinity Artists also came out. Mrs. Sheila Finnegan came out and said she was really very much saddened. This is a man who touched the world with the gift of his talent and will always be missed profoundly. Actually, the lady I earlier talked about, Pfeiffer, said she thought Coolio's track was the reason the movie was a success, and that she still gets chills when she hears it. So that shows how immense and how huge a song known as Gangsta Paradise was huge. Because if in this moment in time very many people are still even watching and buying that movie, it's still trending up to this point. After almost 27 years ago, it shows how immense the soundtrack that was actually done using that movie was so much immense. So very many people are still sending in their tributes. Snoop Dogg also came out and posted on Twitter and Instagram commemorating and paying tributes to the legend. We've seen so many other people. There was a musician known as Quest who simply said, "Peaceful Journey, brother." Flavor Flav also came out, and so many other artists are still coming out. Cool JLL and so many others. So let us continue praying for the family, friends, and everyone who was close to the rapper Coolio, because we all know they are going through a very tough time. Rest in power, the king, the rapper Coolio.